minute, a header coming from Mbokas.
Yeah.
Now, Mayela in an offside position. Now, the question is, the ball come from an opponent, from the header. Now, when we go to law, we're now going to digest it in terms of the law. Remember, when the beginning of the season, we said there's deliberate play and deflection. Now, let's go to deliberate play. Deliberate play is when a player has full control of the ball, and then we go there, it says with the ability to pass the ball to a teammate and then clearing the ball with either heading or kicking. Does Mbokazi have control of the ball? Now, that is the big question. When the law goes further, it says a ball moving on the ground is easier to control than the ball in the air. So that ball was coming from the air, and then he tried to jump. He did not have control of the ball. And when you don't have control of the ball, it's regarded as deflection, not deliberate play. So if you look at that ball, you can see, if you say deliberate play, who was he heading the ball to? So he could not control that ball. That's a key word. He could not control that ball. It deflected to Mayela, who was in an offside position. So correct decision by VAR to intervene and interpret the deliberate play law versus deflection, that this was deflection, therefore offside, as Mayela was in an offside position before when the ball was played by his teammate.
So you're saying Mbokazi was not in control of the ball?
Yes.
Because he jumped and he had the header.
Yes. So that header, according to FIFA now, is regarded as he does not have control of the ball. So therefore, it's not deliberate play. He did not play that ball deliberately to Mayel. If he had played that ball, he had control of the ball, playing to Mayel, good goal. But now,
or
FIFA
playing to somebody on his team, to a teammate, but missed kicks. Or in similar instances, what we had with Mamelodi Sundowns,
yes,
against Kaizer Chiefs, when Suarez tries to make a pass. So that's deliberate.
That's deliberate play. Okay. Yes. So this time Suarez had control of the ball. This one, Mbokazi, in the air. It's difficult to control the ball in the air. So FIFA is saying, no. If the ball is in the air, it's difficult for the player to control the ball. Therefore, deflection. So deflection always, it has offside. Okay. But deliberate play, no offside. So this was deflection according to the FIFA laws of the game. Hence, the goal was chopped.
All right. Which other one do you have?
Right. The next one, again on the same match, we had another goal by Pyramids on the 84th minute. Hence the coach says he scored 2 goals. But let's go to handball law. Yeah. Handball law, we're going to differentiate. It talks about natural or unnatural position.
Yes.
That refers to when you are a defender inside your penalty area.
Hold on. Does it say that specifically in law?
Exactly.
Because we always think, did it make the body larger?
Yes.
If it did, it's a handball versus not. So do the rules specify between in defense and in attack?
Exactly. Let's go straight into scoring in the opponent's goals. It says here, it talks about handball offense, but the last sentence says scores in the opponent's goal. It's a direct from their hand or arm, even if accidental. Right, it goes further to go immediately after the ball has touched their hand or arm, even if it's accidental. So, hayi charaga mabomu all imushapile, but because imushapile yakena into the opponent's goal, hayi sasebeti natural and unnatural. Football does not accept a ball that come from the hand, because hand is not a playing limb to score. So now that you have scored with a hand, FIFA says, this ball cannot be accepted, even if it's accidental. But if you are a defender, it touches your hand and it goes to a net, it's advantage for the goal. So it should be given. So here, when you score, it must not touch your hand.
Wow, okay. Well, there it is. I hope you've explained it. Here's the last one now. When do the referees go and look at VAR? When do they have the right or the rule? When are they within rules to go look at VAR? Because it only happens in 3 instances. It's not every decision that you go and take a look at and go verify. When is those decisions?
Ali scored against Sundowns. The ref didn't even go anywhere near the VAR.
Yeah, remember VAR enters on 4 situations.
Uh-huh.
Goal or no goal, penalty area incidents.
4 situations. So if it's goal or no goal, he can go look.
Many a time, if you check, they don't go.
Yes.
Because the ball crossed the line or not. So they will wait for the referee in the VAR room to give them the decision.
Yeah, so the whether the balls cross the line or not, that one is the referee doesn't go.
It doesn't go.
Okay.
Right. Now, when it's straight red, the referee must satisfy himself.
Okay.
Because now they are saying, hey, you gave a yellow. This is straight red, because by law you have to satisfy yourself as a referee. But the other day you explained it nicely. I don't know whether you remember, to say it's subjective. You know those terminology. It's sale. So now the referee has to satisfy himself a straight red card.
Yeah.
Right. So he goes. Right. 2, penalty or no penalty. The referee has to go. And many a time you will see him going.
Yeah.
Right. Mistaken identity, it doesn't happen that much.
Actually, I've never seen it.
It happened even a long time ago.
Yeah.
In Golden Arrows match where
No, what I'm saying is I've never seen it use of VAR for
in that
purpose.
situation for mistaken identity.
Yeah.
But the common ones are goal or no goal, straight red card, and penalty area incidents. So now, when it's with regard to goal or no goal, normally they don't go. But this time we saw them going. Why do they go there? Because of deliberate play and deflection. So the referee has to satisfy himself.
But does that not fall under offside?
It's offside, yes. But because goal was scored, now because of deliberate play and deflection, the referee had to satisfy himself as to whether indeed it was deliberate play. Hence he went.
So hence Andile was talking about subjective or whatever the case may be. So if the ref went to the box and said, no, I think Mbokazi is deliberately playing the ball.
Yes.
So it could have gone either way.
Exactly. So the referee has to satisfy himself as to, did Mbokazi play the ball or did the ball deflect?
All right. Well, I hope that clears it. But if you want more clarification, give us a call right now. We'll be taking your calls. Ask Mazola, ask myself. You can